Abuja will be 50 under your administration next year, February 6th. Abuja will be 50 years. What are the plans for this, especially the indigenous people of the Federal Capital Territory? How is Nigeria planning to ensure that this capital city that has been built for 50 years lives up to the aspiration of General Murtala Mohammed, General Gowon, and others who thought it fit, including Babangida, that we should have a new capital city?
What are we doing now? You are talking about Abuja will be 50 years. We like ceremonies and ceremonies and ceremonies. We are talking about problems of Abuja. How do we solve the problems of the city? And part of what we are doing is by making sure that we change the narrative to Abuja to be where the city is supposed to be. Look at the road networks that they were doing. Look at the development that they were carrying out. These are the dreams of our founding fathers. So that what we are working towards is not a question necessarily 50 years. After 50 years, what happens? So that's what I would say.
Let me take you to the state of spike in insecurity. When you talk about crime rates in the FCT.
What is the spike?
I don't understand. I think there has been a kind of increase.
What is your statistics?
News reports that we hear, cases that we hear here and there, and there are some areas that is no-go area.
Not quite long ago, and then a medical doctor being killed in Kubwa.
I have always said this. Why is it that we do not appreciate our security agencies when they are doing so? Why is it that when one particular incident happens, it becomes a spike? Now, if you look at the statistics of the crimes in the city, are you telling me seriously that the rate of crime has not come down now in Abuja? Let us not be too emotional. Take, for example, you said that arise somebody, which nobody's happy about that. But that, I don't believe because it is arise. I don't believe because it is channeled. It's our responsibility, it doesn't matter who, to protect life, to protect property and life, not who is involved. All this you are saying now because a colleague of yours is involved. And that means it's a spike. But if another person dies, you won't bother about it. You should give us that, to say that, look, security agencies have done well. The rate of crime in Abuja has drastically reduced. That does not mean that you cannot see any crime being committed. All over the world, every day you wake up, crime is being committed here and there. But that does not mean that security agencies are not tackling it. So when you talk about the spike, what is your statistics? Just because a colleague of yours, something happened yesterday, that means there's a spike.
Yeah, but
you have no statistics.
Let us talk about statistics. Is there any way in which the FCT really measures the progress in the areas where it is tackling? For instance,
the areas where
it is tackling, for instance, security, health, education. For looking at maybe, for instance, children who are not going to school, how children are performing. Is the FCT considering also measuring the effort that it is making and the effect that it's really having? So that when issues like this come up, when there's talk of a spike, you can actually counter with facts and figures.
Look at how you think about statistics. Take for example, at the end of every year, take for example, in terms of security now, we know incidents that are taking place. We know attacks that took place. So we'll be able to say, look, from January to December, for example, we had incident of kidnapping, 20 incidents, for example. We have armed robbery attacks, say 10. We have assassination, say 5. Right? And then you compare, as of 2024, what we had about kidnapping was 3, for example. Now you can now say, oh, in terms of kidnapping, the number increased in 2025. As against 2024. That's why you talk about statistics.
Indeed.
So it's not a question of if something happened yesterday. Then because of that incident, you realize, oh, that's a spike. Meanwhile, in the past 4 or 5 months, you've not heard of anything. That's the point I'm trying to make.